What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a day on my plate. So far you have seen me oil pull. I do that almost every morning. I do it most days, but sometimes I forget, but I do tongue scrape every morning, so that's another way of removing bacteria in my mouth. So oil pulling is just additional. If you follow me on Instagram, which I will put a shameless plug here, you will have seen that I have a highlight on Instagram about oil pulling and the facts and the reasons why. If you haven't, oil pulling is so good for decreasing the amount of oral bacteria that has collected overnight. You know, some people are serious mouth breathers and you can collect a lot of bacteria from being a mouth breather. So I love to oil pull because swishing it around in your mouth, it can collect the bacteria that's around the crevices around your teeth, in your gums, your tongue, under your tongue, all surfaces of your mouth. So that is a must, and it is so good, and your mouth really just feels nice and hydrated and super clean. So if you're ever interested in trying that, try that first thing in the morning. You can, if you have a tongue scraper, scrape your tongue first, then do an oil pull, then you're supposed to spit it out in the garbage. Don't spit it out in your sink or your toilet because it will harden and it can clog. So I haven't learned that from experience yet, but I don't want to, and I don't want you to either. So don't do that. And then afterwards, floss your teeth even, give yourself a good mouth rinse, and then even brush your teeth after that to do some further cleaning. So I haven't had my morning water. I normally have a larger glass than this, but it is currently in the dishwasher and I'm too lazy to clean it. So this is what I've got. It's just plain water, and I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. Voila. I recently had less than 24 hours, maybe even 12 hours of what I thought was the flu. I didn't vomit, thank goodness. I just had it a little bit out the other end. Maybe too much information, but I'm gonna be real honest with you on here. So I had that happen. I was insanely nauseous. I didn't sleep probably a peep the whole night because anytime I wanted to get comfortable, I'd have to move, and then the nausea would just parade my body all over again. So I am dosing with a good probiotic, which I will show you. It's by Renew Life Company, and I chose this one here in Sweden because at the health food store that I work at in Stratford, we sell that as an item. So I'm familiar with it, I use it. So I'm doing that first thing in the morning on an empty stomach and not consuming anything for about an hour, so it gets the first shot at my gut and to replenish the healthy intestinal bacteria. But now I'm going to do the apple cider vinegar as a way to stimulate digestion, which will help my body absorb the nutrients it needs to further rid any bacteria that's going on. And it also will hopefully kill the bacteria. In the beginning, when I first started doing it, I was just thinking this is way too vinegary for me, but now I love it. I put it on all of my salads or my nourish bowls, and I can slug it down like this. I'm just going to add it to a spoon because if I add it like this, I'm seriously gonna milk it. Even though I've done this a million times, I still cringe at how it's gonna feel, and it usually burns my throat. So I did about a tablespoon. It may be just a little less if you can see that. Ooh. You can feel it. Oh my God. You can feel it. Oh, excuse me. I can feel it literally go down my esophagus and right into my stomach. It's very strong. But I feel good doing that, and digestion is awesome the more I consume apple cider vinegar. I'm going to show you each meal that I'm having today, why, and just to give you an insight of how I eat, especially in these winter months. I've showed you this before, but it is super snowy. Get a little bit of a cabin fever, but that's fun. We get outside lots anyway, so when we do get the chance to stay inside for a little while, we like to make some cozy food. So this morning, I'm going to make a smoothie bowl. I know that's my classic breakfast meal, but yesterday I had a savory one. I had 2 poached eggs and some sauteed kale and some spreaded toast. But today I'm going to make a smoothie bowl. It's going to be a mixture of blueberries, raspberries, banana, just the classic one if you follow me on Instagram, spirulina, kefir, and a mixture of seeds, cinnamon, and I'm going to add protein powder to that too. Just super antioxidant rich ingredients that are providing lots of fiber. This recipe is so good for anybody, honestly. You get your healthy fats, protein, fiber, carbohydrates. It's just loaded with goodness. So I'm going to make that, and I've been using similar ingredients for my smoothie bowl because there is such a variety of nutrients in them, like the spirulina powder. There's bundles of nutrients in there, and then sometimes I'll opt out for our super greens, which I'll show you. Joy got me this for Christmas. It's a super greens, and it kind of has more of an airhead taste to it, so it does switch up the flavor and I don't get bored of it. But if I do get bored of something, I'll add in a different food, so like an avocado, or say I'll get different sorts of frozen fruit, or I won't use blueberries and I'll just use raspberries. Just switching it up all the time so my taste buds don't get bored and I'm not consuming the same foods, because rotating your foods is important to circulate different nutrients and fibers from each food, and your body just stays on top of its immunity better when you rotate your foods. So yes, I don't eat the same things every single day, if you're ever wondering. I know it seems like on my Instagram that I do eat the same smoothie every single day. It's very similar, but I do switch it up every once in a while. And I don't eat that every single day. I do have different breakfasts, but I'd love to share my smoothies. So just know I'm aware of what I'm doing. So let's get to the smoothie.
Broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul. I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life. You'll see it clear. I'll be your inspiration, 'cause I know that you'll do just what you're told. I'll be your heart and temptation, 'cause I know that you'll make it on your own.
Sometimes some smoothie bowls could be a little bit sweeter, but it's always a trial and error when you're mixing different ingredients, and you only learn from experience. So I do have a similar recipe of this smoothie bowl on my website, so I will leave my link to my website, and just have fun with it. If you're interested in making different smoothies, just play. You can start with super simple and then add ingredients as the days go on when you try different flavors. It's really not an intimidating meal. It is super easy, and if you think of fruit, it's so fun and you can get lots of different flavors. My recommendations for making this is use wholesome organic ingredients like peanut butter and berries. They can be used with lots of chemicals. Just use the simplest wholesome ingredients and your body will love you back. I also do smoothie bowls because it fills me up for longer, especially with the toppings, adding other sources of carbohydrates, but at the same time it keeps digestion flowing at an optimal rate, and it also contributes to maintained blood sugar levels, so it's not spiking it up so high and dropping just as fast, and that is key. Especially with the previous video I had posted about prenatal care, I want to make sure that I'm maintaining blood sugar levels so that my hormones are balanced. And really, who doesn't want consistent levels of energy? Because I'm one of those people. I want good energy. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna leave you and eat this, and then we'll get on to lunch. I always give Abby the extra peanut butter and coconut oil concoction. She just loves it. She honestly knows when I walk over with a bowl that that's what she's getting. Do you like it, honey? Oh my gosh, she's just so cute. I could eat her up. This mixture of coconut oil and peanut butter is safe for her because it is an organic source of peanut butter and it doesn't have xylitol or added shit like sugars and shitty oils too. So that is super safe for her, and the coconut oil is a healthy fat. It'll also contribute to her oil health. What I meant to say is it'll contribute to her oral health. So consuming the peanut butter and the coconut oil is good for you. Hey, pretty girl. Oh yeah, you like it. Good morning to you. Okay. You're such a goof. Oh my goodness. You're silly. Okay, so, what? Yeah, I can hear you pause it. You big bugger. So it is time to make lunch. We don't have very many ingredients in our fridge, so I'm just using up what we have. So I'm gonna make Joey and I a salad. I'll use up the rest of the kale. We have only a little bit of the sprouts left. I'll chop up a carrot and apple. I'm gonna use the Parmesan. It's so good. And I'm currently going to boil some eggs to make hard-boiled eggs. And these little round things, if that'll focus, they're just the leftover beans. I added some garlic, some Himalayan pink sea salt, and what did I add? And an egg. I just didn't want the beans to go bad, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll sprinkle this with some apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and then some seasoning like pink Himalayan sea salt. And it will be delicious. And Joey and I have decided we're going to have, let's turn some lights on, chili for dinner. We're gonna make a veggie chili, and then he's going to add some ground chicken. Sound good to you?
Yep, sounds good.
Do you usually have a side with chili, or is it usually just chili? I feel like you'd have like garlic bread or something.
Yeah, garlic bread.
So we could always make a garlic bread. We'll probably go to the grocery store in the next little bit. What's so funny?
What?
What's so funny?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness. A little camera shy. So we'll go to the grocery store and I'll show you what we're going to get. I'll meet you at the grocery store. Can you get it? Keep strolling, boy. Oh, honey. Honey.
What's up?
I found you I found you some underpants.
Holistic nutrition, right?
Oh my god. He's a goof and I'm marrying him. Are you all set then? That's all you need?
No.
Okay, see ya. See ya. We're leaving them. How do you feel?
What else you want?
10 out of
This
10,
is all
huh?
off your list. This is all on Dory's list.
Really though, you know you have to take it all back.
No, this is on your list.
Funny thing is, you're serious.
This is on your list.
I tell you, he's world's biggest goof. Now, we're finally gonna go to the produce land, which is my favorite part of the grocery store, and get all the good stuff to make our veggie chili. I'm gonna try and scare the kid. I'm usually pretty good at it. Hold on. That was a strong fail by me. I tried to get you. Okay. We need beans. Should we get one or two?
One.
Okay. And barf. Just kidding. Do you want to do a chickpea?
No.
I love
You
them.
want to ruin the dinner?
They're so good. Let's do that one. An onion. Ooh, a nice juicy one. Yeah, Joy likes to tell me that I am not a good avocado picker. So he's the true guru of avocado picking. Don't throw them like that. They'll get all bruised. That feels like a good one in like 2 days, 3 days. Tell me I'm right.
No, you're wrong. Because feel the top.
Yeah, you're not. It's fine. It's hard.
The top, so that's a bad one. Okay, feel this one. Feel this one.
Let's feel. Come on. Let's
it.
go, you master.
That's 3 days away.
It's
See that?
green.
See that? It says 3 days away right there.
It's green.
Need one more.
Our favorite, avocado. Oh yeah, that's mush. Lemon.
That's one Dory would usually pick.
No.
Call that one, throw it out.
These.
Those are my favorite.
Grapefruit. Do you want one?
Yeah.
Keep it in focus.
Dory, feel that. This is screaming. Oh no. Never mind.
He thinks he knows it all. Oh, that's a good one. Feel it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You're good with grapefruits. It's just you need to work it out. See this one? You know what this one's screaming?
What?
Eat me tonight. You know what this one's screaming? Major League Baseball. It's a baseball.
Okay, let's get a dark one.
Okay. You want a dark?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe like these ones? Okay. It's been a huge craving.
Done?
Yep. I feel like a lot of my videos end up with me saying, so it's the next day because of this reason, and it's gonna happen today too because Joey's buddies came over to watch a hockey game and I didn't feel like vlogging in front of them. So as you saw, our chili was a vegetarian chili and Joey just added his source of protein, which was ground chicken. It was so good. I originally thought it was going to be a little on the spicy side because of the chili powder, but it was delicious and I could have kept going. But the nice thing about chili is there is so much goodness to it and it fills you up almost even with such a small bowl, and I love that feeling, not being super full, but I love the feeling of not having to eat a lot in order to feel full, and you know that comes from really good fibrous nutritious foods. So that is what we try to do in our home. We try to create the best meals possible that we know of and hope that we have long-lasting energy and we don't feel like we need to eat something half an hour later. Mind you, Joey is a vacuum with the fridge, so I can't help him because he's always hungry. But I guess that goes with the nature of being an athlete. So I have said this before in a video that we try to incorporate healthy fats, proteins, and complex sources of carbohydrates in our meals so that we are getting a nice bundle of everything. And that's exactly what we did. And the nice thing about making bigger batches of meals is you have meals for the next couple of days, which closes that gap of wondering what to eat and taking something out of convenience instead of something that will actually benefit your body. It's so good and such a good staple in someone's home, especially if you're busy, if you have kids, if you're always on the go, just to prepare your meals and then into your fridge or your cupboards so that if you are busy, just grab them to go and you know that you are getting something good that will serve a purpose in your body. So yes, anyways, that was a day on the plate with Joey and I. If it is a video that you do like, give it a thumbs up or comment below to let me know, and I can do this in the future. It'll be actually fun to do this in the future as the seasons change, so you'll get to see how our plates change as the seasons go. And if you haven't subscribed, do so you get notifications of when I upload my next video. Anyways, have a good day. Bye!